Well, hello guys, welcome back to another Spaceflight Simulator video. Today I will be teaching you how to complete career mode. You can see I've already built a small little rocket. You can do the same in your world. And if you're wondering why I'm talking like so softly, it's 4 a.m. and I don't want to wake up my parents, so sorry for the bad audio. But yeah, you can see we already ran out of fuel, detached that, lower stage, the solid rocket fuel booster. You can even see the ground and the space center down there. I'm gonna just do 3x speed and a parachute to slowly come down to the ground, and boom, we have already completed liftoff. Let's recover. You can see we have 10,000 cash. Let's buy solid rocket fuel booster 2. Now we can just make a 3-stage rocket very simply using these boosters, the smallest on top, and a simple capsule. Now we can launch and just go straight up. Don't worry. I know this is an efficient ascent profile, even in Kerbal Space Program or any other game, because there's a lot of drag. But in this case, you can do it. It's fine. We just need to get altitude. So yeah, we just needed to get 10 kilometers altitude, since that is an achievement and that gives you money. So that's all we had to do. You can see it's very dangerous here. You should probably clear debris after you detach your stages so you don't run into them. But we can buy a heat shield, and that will be necessary because we're gonna need a heat shield for re-entry. Because on this next rocket, we're actually going to be reaching space. You can see you just need to use the separators as decouplers. Add 3 large solid rocket fuel boosters, then another 2, and at the end you just put a little one with the capsule, and importantly, the heat shield. You can activate them all at once and just detach them fully. The separators don't really need to be used as side separators because they all run out at the same time. And you can see we just barely got out of the atmosphere. You can see our apoapsis there is about 30 kilometers, a bit higher. And all you have to do now is just wait, have patience, and just coast up. You can see I just cleared debris there, so I didn't run into the debris from my last stages. And I sped this part up so we can actually reach the ground faster without this video being a half hour long. But you can see the launch pad there. Since we launched straight up, it's going to be where we fall down. You're gonna a tip: if your achievements don't get counted, it's because you didn't wait for them to pop up on the screen. Let me tell you a funny story. I actually went to Mars and stuff, did a Mars Grand Tour, and when I returned, I didn't wait for the achievement to pop up, and I didn't get it. I just glossed over a lot. We have unlocked liquid fuel rocketry, and we've also unlocked aerodynamics. I don't really know the name. So I made this simple rocket here. This is very optional. You can also add this to make it look cool. I don't know what I was trying to do here. I was trying to make it land on the moon, honestly, but it didn't quite work out. And honestly, that's okay. You can do it without the weird cones, and it'll work just the same. This rocket is actually going to be used to get into orbit, low orbit, and high orbit, which will give us the 2 achievements, which will give us a lot of money. This is very easy. It's very easy career mode, actually. It's way easier than in Kerbal Space Program, but it's also not finished. Also, guys, tell me in the comments down below, do you think career mode will actually be finished before SFS2 comes out? Or do you think SFS2 will add career mode? Tell me in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, I'm just talking and stuff because we're not really doing anything. You can follow along if you want. You just need to follow the right angle and get into orbit. And if you don't know how to get into orbit, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna learn that in this video. I actually have a YouTube short you can check out on how to orbit, and it's very easy to follow. I explain everything in detail, but I do use complicated terms like apogee and so on, retrograde, prograde. Pretty simple stuff. You can learn it instantly with a Google search. But oh my gosh, we're in orbit already. Just gotta move it a bit higher so we can get our high orbit. We're just gonna time warp up to our apoapsis. Turn to face forward. And burn until it gives me the text. There we go, reached high Earth orbit. Perfect. Now we can burn retrograde and get our and the thing to do here is you wanna land far away from the space center, because then you can get the land 100 kilometers downrange achievement. This re-entry wasn't very smooth. What I recommend you do is just time warp a bit higher above the atmosphere and detach before you enter the atmosphere so you don't accidentally burn up. I was close to burning up here. But, wow, the parachute. And from what I see, we're gonna land in the ocean. On the opposite side of the Space Center, actually. And almost on the opposite side of the Space Center. Not exactly. But we land smoothly in the sea. We wait to get all our achievements. And you can see I didn't wait there. I didn't wait for the land 100 kilometers downrange achievement to pop up. I needed to wait a little bit longer. But we've bought the landing parts used for landing. And what we're gonna do with this rocket is land on the moon. Follow along or make your own rocket. I made this rocket, which will get us to the moon. Don't forget landing legs, that is very important. I actually forgot them the first time, and I actually had to cut out that part because I tried to go to the moon and land, but then I remembered I had no landing legs and I had to revert and put landing legs and then re-record. So that was a bit annoying, but I mean, it's okay. We're just gonna do the normal ascent. We're just gonna go into orbit, follow along with the angle. I don't think I followed along with the angle this time. I was, because the second stage doesn't have a lot of thrust, and that was kind of an issue. So I made my own ascension profile. It was a bit steeper. But now we just have to burn prograde a bit to get into orbit. Low Earth orbit. LEO for short, if you're wondering. I mean, there's nothing much to commentate on right now. While we're here and not doing anything, why not join the Discord? Or if you're enjoying the video, why not like or subscribe, even if you really enjoyed the video and want to see more. That would help me out a ton, and I really want to have a big following on YouTube. It's one of my dreams I've had. I was also very passionate about space for so long, since I was very little. I've always found space very fascinating, and if you do too, then we might have more in common than you think. And you might like my other content. But, that aside, you can see here we warped to a not a time transfer, transfer window to get to the moon. Just gotta get pretty close. I mean, 30 kilometers is not close, but I mean, it's an encounter. It's an encounter. I just wanted to get a bit closer to the moon. You gotta burn backwards now. I'm using terms like backwards and forwards because some people don't really know prograde and retrograde. I time warped way too much, and I started burning way too late, but I saved it. What I recommend you guys do is, here, we're gonna just have to time warp at like 1 kilometer or something, and then start slowing down, or just slow down gradually, but that takes more fuel. This is actually called like a suicide burn, I think, burning at the last second. The first attempt, I've crashed into the moon, so I had to revert. I don't know if I cut that out. I might be here. Oh yeah, I don't think I cut it out, but I might. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I definitely didn't cut it out. You can see me fail. That's embarrassing. You can see I accidentally pressed the on and off button for the engine control and accidentally made it so that my engines didn't work. So don't be dumb like me. Be careful when landing on the moon. Even if it's not your first time, when you're a pro at the game, you just find more weird ways to like fail at the game. Kind of reminds me of the Blender community where the noobs impress the pros. I don't know. Oh my gosh, we landed on the moon. There we go. What I actually did here was I saw that if you burned up, you were going retrograde, relative to the Earth. But since some people don't really understand space that much, I just raised up my apoapsis and got into orbit. Which, if you want to get into orbit, you can usually do it much steeper than this. I went way too high. You're supposed to go almost horizontal very quickly. But we reached low moon orbit, clicked on Earth to get an encounter, or a transfer window, not an encounter, and started burning forwards. Just until we got our periapsis height into the atmosphere. I then turned to face up, or I don't know, but I didn't face backwards or forwards, so I didn't affect my trajectory. Wow, this is pretty fast. We're entering the atmosphere pretty fast. What I recommend you do if you're a new player or don't really understand the game that well and can't control the capsule perfectly is that you just time warp a bit, and at let's say 60 or 50 kilometers, you just burn backwards to move make your velocity lower your velocity by burning backwards all of the fuel that you have. It doesn't matter if you don't have much fuel, it always helps. But that doesn't really matter here since we've basically finished. We're probably going to get a lot of money, and then we can unlock the final tech tree node. But first, we just need to land, and let's see if we can do it. You can see, oh my gosh, it's a desert. That's cool. It's cool, the 1.6 update. I really like it. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. We've landed. And we've completed moon landing and moon orbit. And now we have 115 million monies. We need to get powerful rocketry and valiant engine. And that's all of the tech tree. See you in the next video.